Another test subject. Freeze!
Cut it to be!
Fry! Suffocate!
Just like we rehearsed! Go!
Time for retribution! I got careless. Fry! Tingle the wrong test subject.
Live! Fate is upon you!
Have a little taste. That picked the wrong thing. Well,
Written in the stars.
Coming to be.
yeah. Killjoy! Let's end this quickly! Can't run!
Just like we rehearsed.
Don't be a killjoy!
My great undertaking.
Looks like I went too far. Let's not waste time. Let's end this quickly! No escape! Almost.
Live. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Shadows of fate, decided by destiny.
Verdict is.
Waste time. Yes!
Write this on the side. Right?
Let's end this quickly!
Coming to be.
So soon!
Live. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Coming to be.
Let's end this quickly! So soon!
Power help! Right?
Burst forth. Moment of birth.
Right from dead.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
Live!
George, so
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early nations of that time. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself thousands of years ago.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement. The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my intense decade-long research. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword?
Well, Buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue, and the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora? I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go.
Burst forth! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god, but she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
No, it's just... Where should I begin?
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've ban looking for you. So you're over here all this...
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhang Li as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait, this is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Well, that is quite enticing. All right then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
Live!
Life is short, so eat, drink,
Burst forth!
and
come into being.
If this treasure could talk.
Life is short. So eat, drink, and be merry.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all.
Guyon Stone legend has it that after many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyon Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyon Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich. I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? That's all I seek in life. Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here. The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
you.
Time for retribution! Ha!
Let me scribe.
Burst forth!
Why are there enemies here?
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated. And its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Coming to be! A miscalculation!
Shadows of fate!
They're gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract me. The hydromimic monsters. I have a contract and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic.
Pretty bad.
Written in the stars!
Verdict is...
Just like we rehearsed.
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
Isn't measuring their value...
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. This stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me. At least... Oh, but these...
So,
Not at all. But you?
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher for... Oh?
That's not an...
See? You do want to...
But, so what?
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you. Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
I heard that South...
According to but this legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was
About that. However, I found... So at the moment, the seals or... The god of... So...
this doesn't sound...
Who cares about all...
You weren't listening.
but we have the...
This seal...
I may know over the years. Let's go take a look.
Okay, since... Let me scry! Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed. See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this? When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
I think I've heard the...
Certainly you have to provide a that haven.
How sad then.
Okay, enough with these...
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Here, let me help you.
All right, let's go. This isn't good.
I suppose this will do.
Crew, set sail for home.
Yep. He. He.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later. Come a little closer. Come a little closer.
Look! The seal really...
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth, lost to time.
Everything's ready. Let's...
Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyenstone Forest.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will just be between you all.
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity like this up so easily!
I don't agree.
I don't agree either.
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant on this expedition. You will have to rely on your own experience.
You have the audacity.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be. If we discover the truth...
I can accept. Well then.
Are these statues?
No. These are people. They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
Rise! Quake!
Look at this! It's filled halfway with salt.
Just looks like a fancy salt holder.
According to my knowledge, it's...
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce...
Finally. I just need to pour the...
Hey!
If Mr. Clem...
Of course.
Since we have a con...
Then let's move on.
Crumble!
Try this on your side!
Fate is upon you!
Time for retribution! Rise! Solidify!
Just a simple...
This.
Indeed. When you stick this... the deeper it is stuck...
What? That...
Well then.
No, unacceptable. And this girl has...
Oh boy. Yep.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Let's not forget who...
Because you agree. Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock.
That is one of your...
Will suffer.
Quake! Order guide you! Crumble! Leaving so soon? No escape.
Quake!
Prepare.
Rise! I will have order!
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Oh, darn you! Just you wait!
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long. Yeah, good thing Paimon can smell a liar from a mile away.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition came here for archaeology.
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have... You're right. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt.
Oh!
During the war, we agreed to a...
Naturally. Come with me.
Quake! Rise! Quake! Rise! Quake! Crumble! Quake! Crumble!
Leave for space!
This is order. Quake! Crumble! Rise!
Shadows of fate!
Written in the stars.
Order guide you.
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the god of salt, the power of this sword, surely is much greater than that of the salt chalice and salt ruler. If we can repair the sword...
It does look like something left behind after being...
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim 1.
Why? We were alternating claims.
Yes. When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt cannot be restored. No matter what. Even if it...
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. Punish me.
No, you...
Perhaps that as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the 7.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single...
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No! That's...
As I said before, I only state the facts.
preposterous!
Hey! Come back!
It is a punishment after all. I did not want to tell her such cruel facts, but the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
Quake!
these statue thingies? Running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
What are all the... What did they see? What...
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies...
Rise! Quake! Crumble!
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving... The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger, but they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
This must... Don't you dare try to...
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if, indeed, faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good, so it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also. All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyanstone Forest?
Huh?
Treading old ground. Telling one cannot help but be reminded of old...
Ad Astra...
Live! Burst forth! Live! Come into being! Live!
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Teyvat.
Sounds like tough work.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folktales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate. I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this, that is a good question. In the past, I might have given you a most specific answer. But now... yes. I suppose I will continue in my role as a consultant at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. But if this journey was to your liking, why don't you come along the next time I am seeking to preserve memories of Liyue's past?
Come into being!
missions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the 4.
What is it we have?
I believe you'll be.
Ooh, look.
I have no reason. I'm sure the detail.
Hey, who's that skulking around?
I am indeed. Ah.
Right again.
All right.
Woo woo.
Well, to tell you the
So, do you think we're not up to the job?
it just occurred to me that you don't have all the. Last time Besides, this. I'd go as far to.
You're a fool if.
Oh?
Because Tevet's number. Ha ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here. We'll go fetch him. Paimon bets Young Lee is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
In our last tale.
Young Lee,
Oh, here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you. Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Tevat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Tevat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well, then it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Stop being so modest, Young Lee. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai.
As I gaze out upon the sea.
Uncle Dai, we're back!
Oh. And this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Uh-huh. So you say. Wait till my guy gets here. Then we'll see. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun Jun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman... Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses... never mind, Zhongli won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it, which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some in the moment of its...
Such a detailed say.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the...
Live! Coming to be!
die! Ah! Ah!
This world holds many a rare treasure. Live! Burst forth!
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself. How could 4 sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues.
Burst forth!
shirts, some trousers.
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, that seems right. 10 shirts, 10 pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh, and some tool belts.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know. Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find any?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. Okay.
Looks like he's
I see.
a child.
I'm...
Also, how did...
Oh, I don't mean I can...
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock?
I've always sensed that ore can...
Amazing!
It depends on the core lapis and
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
I'm glad I can be... Based on what I...
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Live! Ta!
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly, they'd vanished. Maybe Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too. We found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to?
Who indeed? Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with him?
This leads me to my...
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the mine.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's...
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable.
Not so fast.
There are only a few... In the meantime...
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over...
Correct.
But there aren't...
Wait.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still investigating. Let's go find him.
Burst forth! Ha! Yeah! 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 Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Kunjun?
Apologies.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
In fact, I've been...
Oh, Paimon!
It sounded so... Perhaps if I can retrieve...
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhongli. You're too kind.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the...
Great! Let's have a look! Wait! There are tracks here! These must have been left by the...
Let us make our way... It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Let me scry.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Delve into destiny.
Coming to be.
Let me scry. Fate is upon you.
Verdict is...
Just like we rehearsed.
Burst forth.
Delve into destiny.
A miner.
Let me scry.
Coming to be.
You can't run!
Damn you.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun.
Shadows of fate.
You can't run! Well,
Let me scry.
you can't run! Well, I miscalculated.
Hey there!
It must have been about...
Yeah, that's...
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. and there was a child staggering in front of them.
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed.
Let's go after them! More footprints. There's a person over there!
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first! Ask questions later.
Delved into destiny, written in the stars.
Time for retribution! Ha! Ha!
Fallen Emma! Go! Go! Did I...
Burst forth! Come into being! Live! Burst forth! Witness my great undertaking! Come into being! Verdict is...
Shadows of fate.
Burn! Burst forth! Come into being!
Delved into destiny. Fate is upon you.
Time to reassess. Moment of birth. Ha! Yeah! burst forth. Coming to be. Burst forth.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shangyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh?
Yeah,
we're looking... Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for... I was in a hurry.
I think that's all.
I hope it's useful. I'd better get going. There's a
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha!
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group all... I suppose it is an act.
It's a good thing we...
It feels like...
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no ordinary incident.
Oh, you're quite right.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was unusual. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If their destination is indeed Nantianmen, we should be able to catch up with them.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli move!
Add Astro.
There's a basket lying here, too.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear him?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and...
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig himself into this state?
It's certainly a possibility.
Are these... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person...
How?
So he was kidnapped, and then abandoned here. But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out, I was so happy. These are some crystals.
It's beautiful.
But of course. And this one is... Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated but thank you.
I'm pleased you like... Oh, I see more rock.
You sure like...
Ores are the... Get some rest and call me when you're ready to...
Rest easy. Oh, however, there is...
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to you?
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved.
Cool.
And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself, it's practically unheard of.
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that don't forget, we're drawing closer. When you're well rested, we should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many. Then again, the memories of ore can shift.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure.
That makes sense.
Indeed. Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there, too. Amazing!
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section. All right, then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh! This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. Not...
Whatever. If you don't try...
Oh.
Where does Paimon... Wait a minute.
All of you, come here.
Huh? Sean, quick, let's go.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first!
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves and tread lightly.
The missing miners are here! What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate! Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere till the gate.
So behind the seal, What do we do? We can't hurt them! What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier!
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words! Your life is mine!
Shadows of fate!
Fisher!
Stabilize!
From rock to dust! Sooner or later!
Crumble!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
This is getting interesting. Rise! Nothing to...
Fisher!
Let me scry.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Miscalculation!
From rock to dust, sooner or later. Cowardly insects!
I will have order! Crumble! Rise!
Fisher! There is no atonement
Feel this ancient
for
power!
1,000-year pain!
New strategy.
Crumble! Rise! Quake! Crumble! Careless!
The enraged Earth
Crumble!
will not absolve you!
Careless! Emergency countermeasures aren't my thing!
Sands know not the mountain's permanence.
Rise!
Quake! Fisher!
Crumble!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain! The insects!
A miscalculation. Coming to be.
Be crushed! From rock
Rise.
to dust! Sooner or later!
Burst forth.
Face me!
Coming to be.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Crumble. Live.
Fisher!
Burst forth.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Coming to be.
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence.
Written in the stars. Life is on the side.
This is order.
Be crushed.
Quake.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you! Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Shadows of fate.
Time to reassess.
Quake! Cowardly insects!
Burst forth. Live!
Fisher!
Burst forth.
Rise! The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Quake! Live!
Face me!
Yeah, moments of birth.
Shifting sands know not the mountain's
Rise!
permanence.
Quake!
Crumble!
Crumble! Rise! Quake!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Let me scry.
Fisher!
Shadows of fate.
Just like we rehearsed. We're pretty bad.
From rock to dust, sooner or later, the enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Rise! Crumble!
Let me scry.
Crumble!
Fate is upon you.
Watch out!
Allow me!
You've recovered. How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax!
Rise! Crumble! Quake! Rise! Nothing to fear! Quake!
From rock to dust, sooner or later. Fisher!
Come into being!
Crumble! The enraged Earth will not
Witness my
absolve
great undertaking!
you!
A miscalculation! Quake!
Or a stranger. Forever.
Crumble! Rise! Quake!
There is no atonement For 1,000-year pain!
Let me scry!
From rock to dust, sooner or later.
Shadows of fate!
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Rise! I see your power.
Leave my space! Let me scry! Written in the stars!
Quake! Order guide you. Verdict is...
Come! Experience an eon of suffering!
Rise!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Burst forth!
From rock to dust, sooner or later.
Come into being! Live!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Crumble!
Delve into destiny!
Quake! Even bedrock can be turned to dust. Burst forth!
Crumble! The enraged earth
Let me scry!
will not absolve you!
Crumble!
Come! Experience an eon of
Shadows of
suffering!
fate!
From rock to dust, sooner or later.
Come into being! Feel this ancient power! My experiment failed. Rise! Retribution! Crumble! You shouldn't see me like this.
Delve into destiny.
Quake!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Crumble!
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence.
Shadows of fate.
There can be no excuse for defeat.
Come, experience an eon of suffering. There is no atonement for 1,000 years.
I'm feeling a little...
Let me scry.
From rock to dust, sooner or later.
Shadows of fate.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Delve into destiny.
Fisher!
Let me scry. Delve into destiny.
There is no atonement for 1,000 years!
The stars are fading.
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence. Come, experience an eon of suffering.
Quake!
Face me! The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Rise!
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence.
Quake!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
You shouldn't see me like this.
If you ever... How have you been recently? If you ever feel unwell, don't ignore it and soldier on, okay? Yeah, it's pretty nice. Great place to rest and recuperate. It's actually quite normal for forest rangers to rough it out in the wild sometimes. And during my wandering days, having a tent to keep the wind out was a luxury. But still, I do prefer places with plenty of vegetation. It's nice being surrounded by constant reminders of the temerity of life. Huh? Tenacity? Wait, is it? I'm sorry. I only heard Master Tainari say it once before. He said he likes living somewhere that is testament to the tenacity of life. No need. It's great as it is. If you're gonna live somewhere for the long term, the most important thing to consider is how it makes you feel. I really like it here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Crumble!
Be crushed!
Delved into death.
Fisher!
Quake! Rise! Crumble!
Nothing to fear.
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence. The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Shadows of fate! Write this off the side! Let me scribe!
This is order.
Crumble!
Shadows of fate, decided by destiny!
Be crushed!
Rise! Quake!
There is no atonement for 1,000 years of pain!
Crumble!
Detestable!
Go! Let me scribe!
Live! Moments of birth!
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence.
Order guide you.
Fisher!
Quake!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Crumble! Rise!
Delve into destiny!
Crumble!
Crumble!
Careless! Rise!
Just like we rehearsed! Right?
Crumble!
I will have order.
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Rise! Quake! Rise!
Let me scribe!
Fisher!
Quake!
Cowardly insect!
Careless! Crumble!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Emergency countermeasure. These aren't my thing. Crumble!
Touch!
Rise!
Delve into destiny.
Burst forth!
Crumble! Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence. The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Rise! Witness my great undertaking! Live! Time to reassess.
Fisher!
Crumble! Rise!
Let me scry.
There is no atonement
Burst forth!
for 1,000-year pain!
Watch out!
Allow me!
You've recovered. How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax!
Fate is upon you.
Order guide you. Crumble! Time for retribution! Rise! Crumble!
Crumble!
Coming to be!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Quake!
Delve into destiny.
Face me!
Rise! Crumble! Nothing to fear!
Shifting sands know not the mountain. Permanence.
Quake!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
I will have order!
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Rise! Nothing to fear!
Let me scry.
Burst forth!
Come! Experience an
Coming to be!
eon of
Feel this
suffering!
ancient power!
absolve you!
Ride this on for size! Aye! Delve into destiny!
Burst force!
This is getting interesting.
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence. There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Crumble!
Decided by destiny!
This is order.
Fisher!
Rise! Burn! Quake! Rise!
Crumble!
Quake!
The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Nothing to fear.
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence.
Rise! Careless.
Experience the eon of suffering!
Quake!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Just like we rehearsed!
Quake! Order guide you.
Fisher!
Witness my great undertaking.
Shifting sands know not the mountain's Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ashtaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the will.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Ashtaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ajdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes, it was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ajdaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth.
So there are two Ajdahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, that's when it occurred.
The audacity! Are you in...
I was barely...
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone, it's been...
There would be no harm in it.
Ajdaha was once a friend. The memories of rocks do not... Erosion grab Ajdaha.
What would you expect?
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Erosion made us, Morax shared, and so we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your
No! No!
I am the remnant.
No! This is...
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn!
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten. I hold all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as... jade. Strange.
You are spent in the wilderness.
No!
Perhaps it isn't.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends, so...
I do.
Well...
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger.
And yet...
Your power is... Shall we get going?
Surely the pressing matter...
Indeed.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and we found Mao in a tent at the... Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajdaha. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Ashtaha, I am no longer the Geo Archon. Today I am just...
Even you.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men.
All life, that's on him. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes.
Were it not so,
you've brought a smile.
That day in the...
A heart of stone.
You chose just...
The movements.
Hence, do not forget the old friend.
Thank you, Ace.
My life is...
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa.
In fact, he was. Centuries may...
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient Geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ashtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ashtaha attacked the chasm. I tried to... During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ashtaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, he was willing to be sealed away. Even I can... The greater the power, the personally see people abandoned that I was a god of...
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it... part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
Why? why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.